We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both, Jay, are legends. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Clippers have the basketball. George, his first effort, off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Cousins to James. Fakes, drives to the rim. And scores.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. James to Caldwell Pope. Even to Zubats. Sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Shot clock winding down to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. To Beverly. Lays it up and in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Into the front court comes Rondo. He'll run the offense. To Davis. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
George in a matchup with Boogie. Here's a chance from long range. Rondo clears the rebound. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Beverly. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Leonard. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Cousins. Here comes the screen. Cousins. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Across the timeline comes James. The score 12-8. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Leonard to George. Lets it fly from long range. Offensive board. Swings it to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
With a drop step, using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Beverly, and they call it.
And you can't lunge like that.
Rondo, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. George.
To number 7, JaVale McGee. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Paul George. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. That misses with 2 seconds to go. First quarter's complete. This game is all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second.
100 points and wins.
To Paul George.
Free tacos.
Fires the 3.
To number 3, Anthony Davis. That's his second.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. Rondo with the basketball. Down 3. Kuzma. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Paul George. He's 3 for 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Kyle Kuzma. Missed it. To Leonard. To Beverly. 4-3. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Lakers at the controls right now. The drive right to the basket. LeBron James. James, 3 for 3 in this first half. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Knocked loose. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Substitution being made in this one. James. To Caldwell Pope. James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard with a piece. 24-second violation. Time to shuffle things up. Leonard to George. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George nails it from downtown.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
James into the front court. Down a dozen. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, had him going there for a second. Even to Zubac. Snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
LeBron James, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
A lot of contact, no whistle.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
LeBron into the front court, down 12. LeBron James, he's now shooting 5 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
To Leonard.
For LA, number 20.
To Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
James to Davis. Cousins. Deep two there. Won't go. Paul George to Leonard. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
This is basketball 101. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
George to Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. First half comes to an end, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
And counted at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Paul George. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort.
Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
George sizing up Cousins. No good and no foul. Leonard. To Beverly. Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Leonard over to the right side. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. Here's Rondo with it. His guy's down 11. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Paul George. Short jumper off the mark. Los Angeles, they have it. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. George, great pass to set it up. Easy path to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court, trailing by 11. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
From the painted area, won't go down. LeBron with it up top. His guy's down by 9. To Cousins. And stuffs it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes, and that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for LA, number 14, Danny Green.
Paul George to Leonard.
Into the game for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Leonard for 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Davis. Screen coming. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Leonard. From long range. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And look out. third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Williams. Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving 3-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
It's James. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Team foul number 1.
Anthony Davis rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kawhi Leonard. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. James. The jumper's off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. He was hacked. They let it go. To George. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Davis. Short jumper stays out. Caldwell Pope. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Leonard. It's Rondo with the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. George. Down for Harkless. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's LA Clippers ball. Paul George. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
The assist from number 11.
George to Harkless. Here's a chance from long range. Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Paul George. Lakers come up with it. James. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Kuzma in a matchup with Harkless with a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Trying to cash in. Kuzma to Bradley. Kuzma to James. Clippers have it. Rocking the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our